After school, my nephew Cameron attends a tutoring program at the Lighthouse, which is a Volunteers of America Center here in Shreveport. I really enjoy how he comes home excited about all the good things that happen at tutoring because he wasn't once excited about school that way. Many of the Volunteers of America centers provide tutoring programs for the PARC test, which used to be the LEAP test. Today, I am going to convince you to support the VOA in their efforts to better education. First, I'll talk about the problem with Caddo Parish's test scores. Then I'll talk about how this affects individuals. And last, I'll talk about the tutoring program as a possible solution to this problem. The mission of the Volunteers of America is that it is a faith-based ministry of service, providing opportunity, promoting dignity, and inspiring change in all who find their way to them. In an article printed in the Times newspaper released October 22nd, 2015, it stated that only 25 to 34% of Caddo Parish students, grades 3 to 8, had mastery level understanding of their English skills. It also stated that they failed on average in basic skills on that same PARC test as well. The superintendent was encouraged to make a statement about this issue. Superintendent John White states that this is the first year of those test results, and this first year demands a shift from basic level of skills as acceptable to a mastery level of skills as acceptable. So with that, the tutoring program can be an essential solution to the problem because for a long time, Louisiana was one of the lowest ranking states in the nation in test scores. So with that, the state suffers, budget cuts happen, shortages in resources happen, as well as shortages in staff. So then motivation declines, schools close, and the states have to take over schools. This tutoring program at the Volunteers of America was put in place to inspire children to seek education and opportunity. And they have several different after-school tutoring programs, like the Lighthouse after-school program, as I mentioned, that my nephew attends. And they also have the specific test tutoring. This is important to me because I personally know the difficulties and anxieties that go along with taking that very important test. So any help is crucial and beneficial. There are several other programs put in place to help kids in the community, especially the less fortunate and impoverished, which these test scores affect the most. There's a program called the Communities in School where the Volunteers of America put a social worker in the school to track the children with those issues to see how they could better assist them with their needs. The Volunteers of America is run by volunteers and donations mostly, which is stated on their Get Involved page on their website. They have several avenues available to give donations. You can donate by phone. There are secure online donations. There are memorials and honorariums where people can donate money in somebody's name who has passed. They have planned giving where people who have estates can plan to give a portion of their estate to the organization. There are also things that the organization refers to as caring gifts. They have a hope basket and wish list tailored to the organization's needs. 1,200 or more volunteers are afforded the chance to serve God by serving others, some of which are tutors and mentors. The tutors and mentors are important because they're there to guide the kids in the right direction because not every child is motivated. And there could be several reasons for them not to be motivated to go to school. It could be family issues, could be something going on at home, or maybe they just need a little bit more help. And that's when their peers or someone that they can look up to steps in to be the inspiration for them to do the right things, such as graduate or get a job or get a skill, just to better themselves all in all. Today, I urged you to support the Volunteers of America. I talked about the low test scores, how this affects individuals, and the tutoring program as a possible solution. I, for one, am grateful for the Volunteers of America and all the good they do in the community. One slogan is uplifting all people. Volunteers of America is the charity that always steps forward to help the most vulnerable. For over 120 years, we have taken on the most difficult tasks to help the most underserved. Education is always an important issue, and any help and attention to the matter would be beneficial for everyone. Thank you.
Right.
No call for you.
I was trying not to say that. Wow.
That's the man.
Hey, pretty man.
Mm-hmm. So she can see it.
Yeah, sure. What's the recording?
Yes.